One, we in the mix. Hey, what's going on, man? Live and direct. Monday Night Football. This one is a serious situation.
Woo.
This one back against the wall. This
Yes.
one, I don't know what you want to call it, but this one here, boy. The Chiefs gonna have to show something. The Raiders and the Chiefs. I don't know, man. My man Jay Mack is with me right now. And listen, man, this one here is gonna be the tail of the tape.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's bringing us back to the old school. Just let everything hang. Offense, 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 offense. Monday Night Football type of thing back in the day. Raiders and Chiefs just going at it. Raiders pulled up. I think they were up 14, if not 17. Nothing, but the Chiefs finally put some points on the board
Yeah,
and
they finally
try to
put some
make it
points on the
bang,
board.
make it happen.
Right, right.
Yeah, so everybody expected the Chiefs to go just roll over, and I guess the Raiders just roll over. But it looks
We
like
got a
they
lot of
picked
we
the
got a lot
fight.
of football. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
football left, 20-10. That ain't enough.
No, 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 not at all, not at all. They got to get things going and stuff. So with Mahomes, he's a different type of character nowadays, and he's got a lot to
Exactly.
prove. He's got a lot to prove in the sense that everybody thinking, oh, because Tyreek Hill's gone, everything's gonna fall back a bit. I was one of them for sure, but he's spraying the ball around, and Marquise Valdez-Scantling right now is making things happen, and also the
Right.
backup running back as well. So he's spreading the ball around for sure. But they're piecing it together. For let's hope the Raiders defense might have to step it up because looks
They're
like the
gonna have
Chiefs
to
caught
step it
face.
up.
Definitely looked like the Chiefs figured out what they were doing, so they counter now. The counter, and all that stuff is going on. So right now it's a close game. They're only down by 10, and that's not enough points
That's not enough for
against
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
That ain't
Yeah, you
enough.
got to have at least
100%.
24, 20 point lead in the fourth quarter, just to feel comfortable.
And now if you got something like that, then you could talk a little smack. But if you ain't got numbers like that, then you can't talk no smack against
Not
Mahomes.
at all. No, 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 no. And I think Carr's still trying to figure it out, even though him and Devontae Adams went to school together. They still building that chemistry on the professional level, it looks like. He had one
Right.
bomb earlier, which was great, but it's still not percolating the way I'd expect it to at this time. This is week 5 now. So I mean, you'd expect some kind of combination going
Right.
through with them. And Carr, maybe it's in his head, I don't know, but he should be spreading that ball around because that kid Mac Hollis, he's doing very well. And Waller, I haven't heard Waller's name, the tight end, called all night. So,
They
but Josh
def-
Jacobs,
the
he's running the
Raiders,
ball
the
crazy.
Raiders, the
They look
Raiders
like,
defense is saving them.
oh yeah, yeah. Right now, Max Crosby's already got 2 sacks already, so he's making it happen for sure.
He's running
Can't
havoc.
play.
He's unplugged.
Yes, and somebody's covering Travis Kelsey very nicely. So
No,
we'll
yeah,
have to see what's going
they got
on.
it. They got the box of one on Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something's going on there. Probably high, low, like you're thinking, like you're saying and stuff, and something's going on. But they're pretty much confusing Mahomes right now. I think they have total 3 sacks altogether. Crosby got 2 at least, and I think they got 1 from a blitz or so.
But
So,
I think he gonna put it together though.
oh yeah, he's gonna do his traditional 3-step drop back. Not give you a chance to sack me. Throw quick slant. All you're gonna do is see slants all day long, inside slants.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know
gonna put
what's
it
up with
together.
Juju Smith-Schuster. I think he's not playing, or is he hurt, or something like that.
No,
So,
they said he hurt.
oh, so that's probably part of the problem. So
Yeah, he's hurt.
he's
He's
not up
hurt.
to speed. He don't got his whole receiving core. So, but
Right.
they can't afford to take a loss because that and the AFC West is crazy. Chargers came back their second back-to-back Midwest or mid-central United States trip. Man, went to Cleveland and handled their business. So I mean, it's a wild, wild west, as they say. Everybody's trying to make little dimes from there for sure.
Without question. Like, that like again, the Eagles, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll give the Eagles their credit, but I don't know. Was it a defensive collapse or because they were handling their business? Jalen Hurts had like 2 touchdowns and they were up 14-0 and doing their thing. But next thing you know, bing bang boom, it took a missed field goal for them to keep that undefeated season. But whatever happens, happens. There's no doubt
Right.
about it. But I mean, it was the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are known for, as you saw against the Raiders, they'll just go ahead and they always play in the middle of the third quarter. Somehow they find the light switch and turn everything on. Everything just starts jumping for them.
Right.
But they can't do that next week against Dallas. It's a big showdown. Dallas went out, handled their business. West Coast, I was thinking they're gonna both overlook their opponent and try to reach, to each other. That's what happened back in the day with Giants and Niners. They were undefeated, and the Eagles knocked off the Giants and the Rams knocked off the 49ers and stuff. So it wasn't an unblemished showdown, but they both handled their business yesterday, and now it's a showdown in Philadelphia. It's Sunday night. We have to see what's going to happen. That's going to be eclectic, as they say. Cooper Rush, 4-0 as a starter. He only had 100 yards passing, but he got the job done. But Micah Parsons was the dude. Micah Parsons had one leg, and he still got 2 sacks. So he's pretty much, and that's exactly what I thought was going to come down to, was that alpha male, I'm better than you, 2 top defensive players of the year nominees right there, right? Aaron Donald on the Rams and Micah Parsons on the Cowboys. And they were like, well, I heard you good. Well, let me show you what I could do, kind of thing. Right. And that's exactly what they did. That was pretty good.
What they did is, and they balling.
They were balling
right now.
And everybody panicked once Dak Prescott went down in week 1. But I said, all the Cowboy fans ready to jump to the gun and head straight to the draft and everything. But I said, nah, man, just play defense and run the ball. And that's exactly what they did. They played defense and run the ball. Cooper Rush did his thing, and they blocked like crazy for Cooper Rush. But I knew he was going to get pressured today. There's no way you're going to stop Aaron Donald from getting touches. And he got his touches. But they balanced it out with a whole bunch of run games. Tony Pollard had a great game. Ezekiel Elliott, he had a little peppery game here and there. They made some key conversions and stuff, but they kept the ball out of the hands, and they stayed on the field. That was the bottom line. But it took a lot to make that happen, and they held the Rams to like 10 points. So you got to give the defense credit. The Dallas defense, I even got them in fantasy. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Them and the Niners, they're pretty good, leading the league in defensive scoring for sure.
Right. How about that? That's how that go.
But before all that happened, let's talk about those G-men doing their thing up in London. What?
Yeah, let me tell you something. I don't know what to say about the Giants.
Man, I got plenty to say, man. I'll fill it in. Don't worry about it. Daniel Jones went up in there with third-string receivers and out Aaron Rodgers. Let's put it that way. I mean, it was nothing. They had third-string. Darius Slayton was there. We ain't hear about him all day. Kenny Golladay once again had a holiday. This kid Bellinger, tight end, doing wonders
wonders,
outdoing things. And then there's Saquon. Not last year's Saquon, not the year before Saquon. We're talking about rookie of the year, Saquon Barkley back in his rookie year form. He said, give me the ball, coach. No, I ain't sitting there. Yeah, I got to bust his shoulder. No, I'm not sitting out this play. Get me back in the game. Busting, shaking dudes, getting them in open space. He shook at least 2 safeties in one play. He was phenomenal. Then they did a quarterback. They did what do you call it when he just snapped the ball direct to Saquon and he ended up in the end zone. Touchdown. Game over. Well, game wasn't over, but they did it. But then the defense stepped in. Everybody thought, oh, here goes Aaron Rodgers about to do Aaron Rodgers stuff.
Nope.
But that third down, they blocked the pass. And fourth down, they blocked the pass. Game over. Game over. Giants are 4-1, first time since 2009. Yes, and somebody's going to lose that game. Eagles, Cowboys, one of y'all going to lose.
One of them going to lose. Who the Giants play next?
They got the Ravens, man, and the Ravens looked pretty good last night. Unfortunately, looked like Lamar Jackson's back in his thing, and we have to see what's going on. Shout out to Vincent Better. He's going to have it out this week, but I guess. But, we'll see.
They got to give him his money, man. They got to give him his money.
They have to give him his money. It's no question. And he's auditioning pretty much every week to show you that you're going to have to do it. He beat the Bengals. Yeah, he beat the Bengals, the division rivalry. Really, I think the division is going to come down to those two teams without a doubt.
Right.
So they have to figure out what's they're going to do. They got a running game, and the defense finally figured it out because the first 2 weeks they were looking kind of shabby, but they finally figured it out. Got the pressure on Burrows all night, pretty much, and they were
Right.
locking down their key
They had
receivers.
Burrows running.
Higgins didn't do a thing. I think he had 0 points altogether. And then Chase, Jamar Chase, he sprayed around Jamar Chase. He didn't have a stellar game either. So we'll have to see what happens. So they go into Baltimore. And that's the funny thing now. Usually with this London trip, if you played out in London, your next week you get a bye. But they're not having it this year. You're going to fly from London, go back home, get adjusted, and now you got another road trip. They're going to go to Baltimore. So I think we'll have to see what happened with that. The Vikings played 2 weeks ago, and they looked pretty bad defensive-wise last year. Almost lost the game.
But
and then
what's going on with your man, though?
Who's that?
On Denver.
Oh, Russell Wilson, I think it's a head case at this point, man. That was the nastiest, ugliest game I've ever seen in my life. It was a field goal fest. Look, probably reminded me back of the 1960s type of game. It was 9-6 in overtime. And to go to overtime in that game, that's horrible. Even RG3 was like, everybody should get their month of Amazon Prime back just for that game alone. That was horrible. Now, lo and behold, what we got next week? You got the Bears against the Commanders on Thursday night. I think I'm going to bet early on that one. But Russell Wilson, and it's not just Russell Wilson. It's him, Matt Ryan, and now he's in Indianapolis. He's not having a stellar game. And Matthew Stafford, I mean, all that praise is due, winning the Super Bowl. But he's looking more than horrible now. He's got Cooper Kupp, but he's got through the – I think my nephew said they threw the Cooper Kupp 52 times so far before going into last week. He had 52 times in 4 games.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's like locked into one receiver, and that's it. And once in a while, he'll throw to Tyler Higbee. He doesn't trust anybody. That's not going to work.
No, that's not.
And they can't run the ball, and that's why they're 2-3. The defense holding them into the game, but they can't run the ball. Cam Akers isn't making it, and the other running back isn't making it either. So they got to get it together. I mean, they might have been, right place, right time, just got hot when they needed to get hot last year, but they're not, outstanding, withstanding, and definitely dominating the league right now. If they win the NFC West, I'd be surprised.
Let me ask you a question though. With homeboy playing so good on the Cowboys, right? The quarterback playing so good, and this dude getting ready to come back. Do you think they're gonna extend his situation and let this dude keep playing?
It's hard to do, right? Even back when we played Pop Warner, right? You can't lose your job based on an injury.
Right.
You can only lose your job based on your performance.
But do you break this dude's rhythm?
No, you don't, because something that might happen to Dak again, and what do you do? I mean, it's not like it's Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is winning, yes. Right. But Cooper Rush is winning because the offensive line is playing stellar. Right. There is no pass rush on Cooper Rush. Up till yesterday, the other games, other 3 games, the Giants had no pass rush whatsoever. And everybody they faced that time had no pass rush. Cooper Rush is just sitting there waiting for guys to get open, and the speedy CeeDee Lamb and all the rest of them, they're open, and especially now they got Michael Gallup back as well. So, I mean, I wouldn't, I'm not going crazy to say, hey, it's Cooper Rush. He's been managing the game. But at this level, if the Cowboys trying to go where they need to go, they need more than a quarterback who manages the game. They need somebody serious. They need a Dak Prescott. Dak can definitely manage the game, turn it up when he needs to, throw deep when he has to. Right. And, there's no comparison to me. I think he'd be a great trade bait right now. I mean, if you want to trade him for something, I mean, a couple of teams could definitely go have a Cooper Rush on their team and probably be better off and stuff. Right. But I'll keep him. No, I would put Dak back in and have them try to win the games, get back adjusted with it. Everybody got to get comfortable with that because that schedule is not going to look any better. They got to play the Eagles this week. They got to play the Eagles later on. Touchdown Kelsey again.
How about that?
Still later 2017.
And now it's a game again.
Yeah. So the Raiders thought they had something, put up some numbers. Now it's up to Derek Carr to see if he can finish the game.
Now it's a game again. Now it's a whole different
Derek
situation.
Carr against Pat Mahomes in a shootout. Who you gonna go with?
Right.
Well, this is the new Pat Mahomes, mind you. He still got Kelsey, but he's got a couple of new receivers.
He's got a lot of cats to throw that pill to, though.
Yeah, he's spreading it around, and that's the best thing. I thought he would take a step back, and I'm gladly to see that I was wrong on that because he's making it happen. Definitely making it happen. We're seeing a quarterback, him as a quarterback, not him with a quarterback with a great receiver, right? Was Joe Montana really that great? What Jerry Rice catching the ball? I mean, that was a big question. We didn't know until he went to Kansas City. They were like,
catching that ball. Jerry Rice is a monster.
Yeah, exactly. If there was no Jerry Rice, would there be a Joe Montana? You got to, you're like, huh? I don't know. Because he went to Kansas City and what happened, Right. They did all right, but they didn't put up, numbers that he did with the 49ers. So it's interesting, but it's been a great season so far. You got to give some shout outs to some guys that don't even know. I mean, the Vikings are 4-1. What?
Vikings.
The Vikings are 4-1. Kirk Cousins led Vikings are 4-1. And Geno Smith threw up some numbers again. 3 touchdowns again. I think they lost that game, but still, he's making it happen. So this parity thing is really got the whole first 6 weeks, first trimester of NFL this season definitely up in the air because a lot of people are like, wow. Even the Jets, you see the Jets win?
Even the Jets is playing.
They went and put a 40 burger on the Dolphins. Yes, Dolphins had their third string quarterback, granted, but the Dolphins defense is one of the top in the league. And the Jets put 40 points. Zach Wilson put up 40 points against a daggone good defense. And they also got a whole bunch of receivers on. If you look at that roster, it's crazy. They got another kid named Wilson. One kid from Ole Miss, he's outstanding, and then they got the tight end pretty good, and they got the running back Breece Hall. He's going to be putting up some numbers. If they put it, I think he had 2 or at least 1 touchdown yesterday. They got something going on over there, so you have to look out for those guys.
They definitely got something going on. It ain't no fluke.
No flukes. And like you said, any given Sunday, something's going to happen. You just got to make it happen.
Sunday, it can happen.
It can, and it's really surprised. Vegas is happy about that for sure. Because you look at what's happened with the Lions, right? The Lions had the #1 offensive scoring team in the league, and they get shut out by the Patriots. Zero. Jared Goff, back to Jared Goff, I guess, but he put up 0 points on them. So I got to look at the tape and see what happened, but it looked like Belichick put a definite clamp on that for sure.
Belichick is out of there. He's out.
Yeah, I think he's done. He's got nothing left. He's got nothing else. I mean, he made a win yesterday, but he's not going to win the AFC East.
It's time for him. It's time for him to go.
Yeah, I think he's past his prime. He, rode the coattails of Tom Brady for a long time, and I think now he's back to his Cleveland Brown days and stuff. Right. He can't put it together. He can't. Even if Mac Jones was playing, he just look at that lineup. You just can't see who's who on there. It's just a bunch of cats playing football. It's like nobody's scaring anybody. No names. I've got to look out for him. Yeah, it's nothing on there. It's nothing on there at all.
No,
and I think the Belichick way is kind of had its day. You know what I mean? It's time to move on.
It's time for him to move on and get some new.
He's not going to be that analytics type coach like the rest of them. That's just not him. He goes with feeling. He goes with emotion, and let's go, or let the kids score so we get the ball back. And he'll just throw in this Belichick type thing. But that whole analytics, the way of the NFL now, that's not Belichick at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
The game's passed them by. You know what I mean? It happens. It happens. You see Coach K in college basketball. So, it happens sometimes. So
Coach K had to step. Belichick.
Yeah, because the game just changed. Doing it for 20 plus years, the game's going to change on you. And your tactics that got you here for 20 years isn't the same tactics no more. Pete Carroll's figuring that out, and
Right.
Belichick is definitely seeing that right now. So it's a
No,
different world. That's why they're
they
getting
got
these
him.
younger guys to
They got his
elixir.
number. They got
What,
Belichick's number, man.
yeah. I mean, he's definitely not going to win the AFC East. And if he's not going to win the AFC East, that's it.
Yeah,
The
that's
whole
it.
trick
That's it.
that his whole success was he dominated the AFC East, right? He rolled in, he played 8 times in the AFC East. He won about 6 of them, almost guaranteed before the schedule came out.
That's not happening.
Patriots
That's not
got 6
happening
wins.
anymore.
That is not happening anymore.
No, that's not happening
Buffalo's for
at all.
real. The Dolphins with Tua were for real. They beat them already. And the Jets are up and coming. Jets I love that whole young look. Everybody's young and everybody's going to get a little thirsty and hungry. And they're just going to get pounded on, get your butt kicked, but you come back for next week and next thing you turn it around, right?
Jets gonna put it together. They're gonna put it together.
Jets will put it together. So next thing, so the Patriots, they can't put it together. I look at that lineup. Who was on that lineup that I'm really scared of? Nothing.
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. So, it's crazy, but it's been a good year so far, man. And I'm really looking forward to this Cowboys job. But even before that happens, I think the Bills play the Bills Chiefs get together at 4:00. Yeah, on a 4:00 game. Then turn that around. You got the Johnny.
They had a dead stock right now, but I know the Chiefs. I really believe Chiefs gonna pull this one out.
Yeah, I think it is because Derek Carr is just messing up. He's got too much pressure on him.
He got too much pressure.
Derek Carr cannot handle pressure. He's like, we need to score right now. He's not that quarterback. You know what I mean?
Nah, they gonna pull a joint out. We gonna get. I really think the Chiefs gonna get this one and get ready for this next situation, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We in the mix, man. We wanted to give y'all an update, man. I appreciate J Mac gonna give it to you, gonna break it down to y'all bit by bit, play by play, stage by stage, man. If you're gonna get it any kind of way, my man J Mac got it broke down. This football thing, man, is like second nature to him, man. So I'm just here, man, to just I hype the page, man. But J Mac is the man with the plan, man. To let y'all know that, man. Football is what we do, man. Monday night football, Thursday night, man, and we splash from the weekends every once in a while. How we do it, man. But listen, man, football is what we do. You know what I mean? After these first rounds of these games, we're gonna see how they feel out and how they playing, and then we want y'all to start doing y'all picks, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna put up a board. I'm gonna meet up with J Mac, man. We're gonna put up a little board, and then y'all make y'all picks, man, for that next stage, that second half, for the second half run.
Yeah.
Let's get a pick for the second half run. And I'm telling y'all, if you pick winners for the second half run, you got $100.
Wow.
Come on with us, Chop Cheese TV. If you pick winners on the second half of the situation, we got $100 for y'all.
Wow.
Sign up, Chop Cheese TV, my man J Mac. If you need anything else on the football or updates about football and different art and different players that's playing, make sure J Mac tell them where to go check you out at, man.
We're on the McKenzie Report out on Facebook. Just sign up or send me an invite that you wanted to be part of the club. It's a private, closed group. But if you want to invite, I don't turn too many people down for sure. So just send me an invite to go to McKenzie Report on Facebook and ask to get an invitation, and we'll gladly welcome you in.
That's the second half. If you picking winners, we're going to post them up for the second half, them 6 games. We're going to put it for 6 games. If you pick winners on those 6 games, we got $100 for you. Who can't use $100? You know what I mean? Who can't use $100?
Yeah.
Free money.
Free money,
man. So listen, man, that's how we gonna do it. We about to get out of here. We gonna watch how this thing go. Good luck to the Chiefs. Good luck to the Ravens. We see how it go out, man. We be back. We back Thursday.
You want to be Thursday? I'm in. Let's go.
We back on Thursday. We back in the mix. We back on Thursday. And listen, man, bang for your buck, man. Check my man on the McKenzie Report. If you see something there, man, make it happen, man.
Sounds good to me.
We live in the mix, man. Let's go football, baby.
Football is back for the love of the game.
Football is back. Y'all already know what it is. Peace. We about to be out of here. Hold on, man. I'm jumping around because we watching the game like y'all watching the game. So we in the big suit, Wes. You know what I mean? So we about to end this broadcast, man. But listen, we be back Thursday. Look for
Thursday.
it. Chop Cheese TV, man. The McKenzie Report all throughout the week. Make sure y'all link in.